one team, one vision, one goal. An interplanetary travel to look for extraterrestrial life in the nearest galaxy. A flyby mission of a planet outside of our solar system, starting and ending within a human's lifetime. This is Explore. We are NUE, consisting of 16 international multidisciplinary students representing 9 countries, enrolled in the master's degree of the International Space University, ISU, in Strasbourg, France. Our mission is called Explore, which stands for Exolar Proof Laser Propelled at Relativistic Speed. Our goal is to use direct energy to accelerate thousands of small proofs to 20% the speed of light. Within only a few decades, they will reach Proxima b, an exoplanet orbiting the closest star to our Sun, Proxima Centauri. Today we have 2 amazing guests, Rebecca and Chris, and we will talk with them about the mission, the general mission. So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Can you explain us a little bit about your professional background? You can start, Rebecca.
Sure, absolutely. So I'm Rebecca, and I have 10 years of experience in business management and finance.
Wow, that's a lot. That's great. And what about you, Chris?
So my name is Chris Barta, and I have 2 years of satellite manufacturing experience and a bachelor's in aerospace engineering. And soon I will become a propulsion test engineer in Luxembourg.
That's amazing. Okay, so you are the coordinators of the mission, of this mission project, right? Mm-hmm. So Rebecca, can you explain us a little bit the composition of the team, how we work, a little bit an overview about the team and how we work.
Absolutely. So we have a team of 17 international, intercultural, and interdisciplinary members. So we're from all around the world with different expertise, and these expertise range from, we have doctors, engineers, finance professionals, we have lawyers, we have all different types, and so that's what's composing our team.
That's great. And how was the deadlines? How we did start, and when it started, this mission?
So we started in November. We first came together and had our first initial meeting. We then went through a literature review phase where we were analyzing different journal articles and technologies that are currently available and looking for any gaps in the technology or in the mission. We then moved into creating our plan for what our team was going to do to solve this or to complete our mission, and we had a presentation for that. And then now we had to finish our final report with our recommendations and analysis of what we would do as a business, and we present it on Wednesday, May 11th on YouTube.
That's amazing. And how we did divide the whole project? Can you talk a little bit about the disciplines and
Absolutely, I can. So our team originally for the literature review split the work by a business team, policy team, a humanities team, an engineering team, a science team, and all of these disciplinaries did their own research in that area specifically, and we came together to compile it into our literature review. And then for our final report, because of the literature review, we recognize that we don't need as many teams, so we focus more on education and outreach instead of humanities. And we also had, again, science and technology. We grouped science and engineering together as one whole because they are so connected. And then we also had a business and policy team as well. And secondary missions. I forgot about them. They're very important too. Secondary missions, looking at what we can do in parallel with our mission as well as what we can do in the future.
That's amazing. It seems a very good managed about in the team. I wanted to ask you, in what project is this mission inspired?
So the inspiration for our team project is Breakthrough Starshot. Breakthrough Starshot is doing a mission which is very similar to what we are doing, although we propose to do it a little bit differently than they are doing it. But we did analyze their model very closely. Our International Space University project was proposed by Pete Worden, who is part of Breakthrough Starshot, as well as Joan Johnson-Fries and David Kendall.
That's
and
amazing.
so they are all also involved in the Breakthrough Starshot.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for this approach. And Chris, can you explain us about what is this mission? Like, what is our goal? What is this mission?
Okay. So this mission is to send a probe to the Proxima Centauri system. And the Proxima Centauri system was chosen because it's the nearest star system to our planet and to our solar system. So therefore it'd be the closest and it would take the shortest amount of time. We chose the system because we could explore an exoplanet and try to learn more about it. So our idea is to use a very small chip satellite, so it's probably about this big around, with a huge solar sail, and we have this large ground-based laser array that will fire a laser into space. And basically the little photons from that laser will push on the sails, and the sails will travel at a super high speed, and
20% of the speed of light, right?
Exactly, 20% the speed of light.
That's so fast.
Very fast. We can't even go that fast with today's propulsion methods. And so since we have our idea is basically a fast propulsion system with rapid development of chipsets, we can cheaply explore our universe, and it's just an exciting project that we could actually expand our knowledge of the universe and where we come from.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Sounds very inspirational, and it sounds as a future, or a future. And I think this Explore mission, if we can do it one day, that I am very hopeful with that, I think we will open new doors for the science world, for engineering world, even for lawyers and for businesswomen and men. So I think it's very interesting that we were working on this mission. And what about the big support that we had from experts? External experts and also internal experts, right, here at the National Space University. So can you explain us, Chris, a little bit about how we were supported by them and who was?
Of course. Yeah, of course. So we had a lot of support from Breakthrough Initiatives, so a couple of experts, just because Breakthrough Initiatives is funding a lot of research, and so we had access to that research as well as the people who completed it, so we could at least have a one-on-one conversation with them.
That's amazing.
It was really, really nice. We also had an expert from NASA who was able to provide some insight as well as some futuristic ideas, because he was mostly up to date with the most recent exploration and research, and he actually serves as an advisor for Breakthrough. We also talked to different defense and law people, just because using lasers can be a little bit intimidating, and so it's just try to clarify that we're not using this for military or dangerous or malicious purposes. So talking with them on figuring out how we could word that. We also spoke with some publicity experts, just because this mission would take, even though we can go very fast, it will still take a tremendous amount of time. And so we need to educate the audience and get them excited about science and excited about learning about our
that's
universe.
An important point. STEAM is very important.
Exactly.
Okay.
So those were most of our external experts. Internally, we've had very good support from the ISU faculty, from engineering to economics and business, and everyone was able to pitch in a little bit of support and advise us, or at least give us a direction on where we should find the answers that we need to answer our questions.
That's amazing. We have been very protected by super smart people and very interesting people also.
Oh, yeah.
So this project is full of a lot of different knowledge and from amazing experts. So it's great. So thank you so much, Chris and Rebecca, for being with me today. It was amazing to talk with you and do a little overview about this mission in order to locate a little bit the listeners and for the next podcast. And thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having us.